ProclaimFM's Morning Mix. I appreciate you tuning in today. It's Rebecca and Scott, and we are joined by our author of the morning, Steve Christie.
Mr. Reformation.
That's right. Author of Why Protestant Bibles Are Smaller. We've been talking about this a little bit this morning, but let our listeners know, why is this book going to help them understand the Word better? What's the purpose?
Well, two things. It can really assure them of their salvation. That they can actually trust what the Bible said really did come from God, and it wasn't the traditions of men. And whether you're Protestant, whether you're Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, or something else, or maybe you're not religious at all, and you really want to know for sure that the Bible really is God-breathed, if you're a Protestant, or I call myself a Reformed Catholic, because that's what Luther was, we can be assured that that Old Testament canon is complete because Jesus fulfilled those Old Testament prophecies that are specifically in Protestant Old Testament. So we can trust the Old Testament about his first coming. We can certainly trust the Old Testament and New Testament about his second coming. And if you're not a Protestant and you want to have a desire to know why Protestant Bibles are smaller than other Bibles and that it really is the complete Christian Old Testament, this book will give you that assurance of your salvation.
And would somebody just learning to read the Word be able to take your book and get some things from it?
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously somebody that's been diving into the Word for a long time is going to get something from it.
Well, what's interesting to me about your book is that it is a small compilation. How many pages is it roughly?
This is the thing. It's 270 pages, but that includes the footnotes, and I have over 600 references in the book.
But it's not a huge book,
no.
But it's a great resource, a great reference in order to get the history behind how that canon was compiled in the Old Testament.
Exactly, and if you take those footnotes out, it's probably closer to about a 230-page book. So it's shoved and packed full of information. But I try to write it at like the high school level.
Right.
I didn't want to have it written where only scholars.
You did that for me, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did that for me.
He did it for me too.
I don't even know if I can read the high school level, but I'll try.
Oh no! So we got to get a hold of your book then.
Sure.
Okay. So how do we do that?
There's two ways of doing it. If you want to order it online, go to Amazon.com and type in Why Protestant Bibles Are Smaller, by
There
Steve
you go.
Christie.
Sure.
And you can have it delivered. If you live in the Holland, Toledo, or Southeast Michigan area, contact me on Facebook. You can either contact me on Facebook, Twitter, or on YouTube. My handle is Born Again RN. I'm a registered nurse. That's what
Wonderful.
RN. So Born Again RN. Contact me there, and I can meet with you. I can get you a signed copy, and that way you don't have to pay for shipping and handling costs.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Steve.
Otherwise, Amazon.com.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
great. I am looking forward to getting my hands on a copy of that.
Yeah.
Because not only is it going to be a good book to just solidify your faith, but it's also going to be a great resource down the road. Plus, get a hold of you. I'm sure you're available to speak at some churches on this very
Absolutely,
topic.
because that's one thing I mentioned. Like it says, in the last 10 or 20 years, there's been an increase in the interest of the canon of Scripture, and I've actually done some speaking engagements on my first book, and so I'm excited about anybody who's interested. Again, contact me at Facebook, or Twitter, or
Sure.
YouTube, Born Again RN, and I'd be happy to do some public speaking.
Okay, we'll put this information on our Facebook page as well.
Thank
That's
you.
okay, Steve.
Absolutely.
We thank you for being here today.
Oh,
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks.
it.
Great meeting you.
Rebecca, Scott, it was great
Hey, great
meeting
meeting
you.
you.
Thank you so much
I'm
for having
looking
me
forward
on.
to your book. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Well, stay tuned.